Baby Priya was born in June 2024 and sadly she only lived for 42 days. Her mother, who'd been employed with her employer for 11 years at the time, was notified by her employer that her pre-approved employer-funded paid parental leave would be cancelled, and instead she was offered to use a month's of personal leave instead. What this meant for baby Priya's family was that in addition to grieving for the loss of their child, they also faced unexpected financial challenges. So after the loss of baby Priya, her family advocated for legislative change, and what they wanted to see was laws that would ensure that employers were not able to exclude access to employer-funded paid parental leave in circumstances of stillbirth or loss of a child, unless there was explicit agreement between the employer and employee that this entitlement wouldn't apply in those circumstances. Luckily, the advocacy was effective, and on the 7th of November 2025, new laws were introduced under the Fair Work Act, which essentially means that if employers do not explicitly specify in their employer-funded paid parental leave policies that the entitlements won't extend to circumstances of stillbirth or the loss of a child, then it means that the employer-funded paid parental leave will apply. So now is a good opportunity for employers to review their employer-funded paid parental leave policies if they have one. Australia is only one of 2 OECD countries that doesn't have mandatory employer-funded paid parental leave. So if businesses don't have an employer-funded paid parental leave, now is a good time to consider introducing one if there's the capability to do so. If you already have one in place and you don't intend for employer-funded paid parental leave to cover situations of stillbirth or the loss of a child, you should ensure that your policy explicitly says so. There have also been recent changes over the past few years to parental leave, unpaid parental leave under the Fair Work Act, and also paid parental leave under the Paid Parental Leave Act. A lot of that change has been a move away from terminology that could have some implicit gender bias connotations to them. So the changes have led to moving away from terminology like dad and partner pay, or terminology such as primary carer or secondary carer, which suggests that caring responsibilities are generally left to one particular parent. And these changes, in addition to being great for the workplace in terms of gender equality and equity goals, are also better for business. If employees feel as though they have access to great benefits, they're more likely to be productive and efficient, and that shows up in the bottom line. It's not only impacted women, but we've seen as a result of these changes that more men or the other person in that parent couple have also seen enhanced benefits to parental leave as well. Employers with more than 100 employees in Australia are required to report to the Workplace Gender Equality Agency each year. Part of that reporting requires providing data to the agency and also setting out what the business's gender equality targets are and what steps have been taken or will be taken in an attempt to meet those targets. So being able to notify the agency that an employer has introduced or reviewed their parental leave policy in a way that balances both the needs of the employees and the business will help in achieving those targets. If you need assistance with policies or require legal advice, please feel free to reach out to Citation Legal, part of the Citation Group.